Hello. Welcome back to the Monster Madness. I am Mr. Suicide. Mr. J is letting me do one of his Monster Truck Madness videos. Rigs of Rods. Because I wanted to show off this particular truck, which is a favorite of mine. A favorite character of mine. Yes, this is the Deadpool truck. This is obviously a custom, as even though it looks quite nice, I don't think any of the real teams would have the balls to run this truck. As you can see, all the nifty little details, ammo pouches on the sides, Deadpool's signature katana swords on the back. I'm not exactly sure what these things up top are. Ammo, grenades, something like that. And of course his the little round eye thing logos on the front. Quite a nice paint job and everything. But this is the Deadpool monster truck, and this is a special version of it. This is the SMRA version, as you can see here on the windshield, the SMRA. And we happen to be in an SMRA track as well. This is the Atlanta SMRA track, the racing version. I'm all stalled up here on the start line, or at least I would assume this is the start line. I don't really know. I don't... Again, these tracks don't really seem to come with instructions, but I'm going to run it as best as I can. The only thing that bothers me about this truck are the tires. They're very generic. They don't even have a brand. They're not Firestone, they're not Goodyear. They aren't the Ukraine ones that Mr. J really likes. Although the normal version of the truck, you actually get two versions of the truck when you download it. There's the regular version, and then this version, the SMRA version. The regular version has the normal Ukraines on it. But this one just seems to have some strange, generic tires. But whatever, it's not a bad thing. Truck looks good. Gas and brake pedals don't move, but that's okay. Anyways, she's all stalled up here on the start line. The engine running yet. Camera adjusted here. We're going to try to run this track, at least the way I believe it's supposed to be run. I'm not really sure on this. I don't see any Christmas tree lights or anything like that to indicate where. You can see the other line across the way there for the other lane. I kind of thought maybe you start from the other way, go around this little fun box obstacle there, come down the way here, and make the J-turn kind of similarly to the Monster Jam World Finals track, but I don't know. I think this is how the track is supposed to be run. Let's turn our parking brake off here. You take off. Try to avoid hitting the wall there. You make the turn. You make this jump. And I'm guessing that would be the finish line there. Of course, that seems kind of boring. I would keep it going and go around the thing. Oh, you know, maybe you do. You come down around that. You do almost like 2 laps. Try to avoid hitting the car. Oh, look at that! Oh! And land it! That was amazing. And I'll still finish the track just for funsies. Oh, and she's gonna roll again. Oh boy. Okay. Did I break anything? I don't think I broke anything. We're good. I think that's how the track is supposed to be run, minus the little jig-jog at the end. Maybe it gets run the other way. I'm not really sure. I would think, like, maybe you take off from this direction. Stall it up here. Then you just kind of... See, but the way I'm pointed, it looks like I would hit the edge of that freestyle obstacle. So maybe you'd have to go out and around just a little bit. Just come around this. Come screaming down this way here. Make the turn. And that would be the finish line there. I don't know, I think the way I just ran it was actually better the first way. So let's, oops, I came at it from the wrong angle. Let's do this. This truck seems to have a little bit of problem when it comes to responding to throttle. It doesn't do it quite immediately like it should. It also doesn't seem to have the good transmission that shifts really quickly. Kind of shifts a little on the slow slide. Of course, that may have to do with, since this is the SMRA version, they may have rules and regulations on you can't have the quick shift transmission, it's unfair, something like that. Okay, well, we're all stalled up. Let's run this side of the track. Okay, hit the jump. Little sloppy there. Around this thing here. Come screaming down a second time. This was a much better run. But I like this truck. I like the way it looks. Of course, I like the Deadpool character. The truck handles fairly well. As you saw, I was able to handle those turns quite well. Also, something that may have to do with the SMRA version is you notice when it flies, the front end likes to stay in the air. It doesn't pull down very much like the other trucks. Again, that may have something to do with the weight balancing. Because the engine is still mounted in the back, where it usually is on these trucks. So, then again, that's actually somewhat realistic. With the engine in the back, there's not a whole lot of weight in the front to pull it down. So, the weight of the engine keeps the back of the truck down, but the front wants to stay in the air. And do sky wheelies! Oh boy. Uh-oh, she's bouncing. Oh boy. For some reason, this truck loves doing rollovers like that, but it always seems to land on its feet. Not sure why, but when I look at this truck, the red color of it, I get a King Kong vibe. That's referring, of course, to the old King Kong monster truck, not necessarily the big hairy ape. But it's just the color of the truck, and it's maybe the engine noises too, kind of. It'd be interesting to see what the King Kong trucks would look like these days if they were still running. I also like this track because of the red and the blue, of course. My own colors. Oh, even when I hit the brakes, it doesn't want to come down. Normally you lock up the brakes, the front end will start to come down. See? Oh, yes. Here's a cross thread kind of dealing. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah. Well, yes. Okay, good enough. We're gonna do another set of race runs and we'll call it a day. This is not a bad track though. It's not bad for freestyle. If I'm running the racing right, it's not bad for racing either. As long as you can keep your truck from over-rotating, that's key. Okay, that would have been a bad run. But at least we're in position to line up for the start line over here. This one, much better run. Ride this lap really a little bit there. Okay, well that was lame. Okay, well then. That's been your Deadpool custom truck. Definitely very true to the Deadpool character. I like the way it looks, of course, as I said. Very nice truck. Custom Ford Raptor body style, or maybe that's just the regular F-150. Who knows, but it's a new model Ford. Very nice Deadpool truck. But anyways, I have been Mr. Suicide. Thank you for humoring me as I show off one of my favorite trucks in this game. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this demonstration of the truck and the track. The SMRA Atlanta track. Not sure what year. 2014, 2015, something like that. Track is good. The truck is good, except for those tires. But oh well. Thank you for watching. Join us next time for more Monster Madness, and we will see you then for that. So thank you, and good night.